Greetings, fellow travelers, and welcome back to Disney's Animal Kingdom. In previous episodes, we trekked through the Oasis, Tree of Life Gardens, and Discovery Island. Today, we'll cross one of the bridges and take a look at DinoLand U.S.A. As the name implies, DinoLand U.S.A. is home to dinosaurs and other prehistoric life, as well as related modern animals. The backstory of this land goes something like this. It was originally started as a small highway town where an amateur fossil hunter in 1947 found some dinosaur bones. After contacting his scientist friends, they pulled together their money to purchase the site. Since then, scientists, volunteers, and grad students have been living there trying to find answers about dinosaurs. The first of two exhibits that we will come across is home to the American crocodile. Males of this species are capable of growing up to 20 feet and can be found living in both freshwater and brackish coastal areas. They feed mostly on fish and other aquatic animals. Restaurantosaurus is a key location in the story of DinoLand U.S.A. Before the arrival of the paleontologist in 1947, it was a quiet fishing lodge in sleepy Diggs County. When fossils first discovered in the Boneyard, the paleontologists would buy the fishing lodge and turn it into the first headquarters of the Dino Institute, serving multiple functions as a museum, school, living quarters, and mess hall for both scientists and tourists. The Institute eventually outgrew the building and a new museum. The setting of Dinosaur was built in 1978. And the restaurant is divided into several areas: the central old museum area, dorms for the Dino Institute students, the hip joint, a rec room with the 50s diner look, and the Dino Institute's motor pool, a garage where students have painted dinosaurs on the walls with engine grease. The second exhibit in DinoLand U.S.A. houses Abdom storks and Asian brown tortoises. The Abdom stork are one of the smaller breeds of stork, but live in some of the largest colonies that can reach numbers of up to 10,000 birds in one flock. In many parts of Africa, these storks are also known as grasshopper birds, as they are frequently seen on top of termite mounds feasting on the swarming insects. The brown tortoise is the largest tortoise in Asia, often growing to more than 18 inches long. The tortoise spends its day burrowed into damp soil in tropical forest. Dinosaur is a reproduction of Sue, the most complete Tyrannosaurus skeleton discovered. Sue was discovered in the Black Hills of South Dakota on August 12, 1990. The auction that took place to sell these bones was won by the Field Museum in Chicago, with assistance from McDonald's and Walt Disney Parks and Resorts, with the final price coming to $8.3 million. As part of the partnership, some of the preparation for Sue's remains would take place at a specially built fossil preparation lab at DinoLand U.S.A. that opened in the park on April 22, 1998. Before closing upon completion of the prep work in the spring of 2000. With Sue's completion, Disney would receive their own cast for display in the park. Continuing the backstory, the Dino Institute founded and opened the site as the Fossil Discovery Park. An old fishing lodge of the property became the Restaurantosaurus, as we learned earlier. Meanwhile, the Dino Institute and their partners at a research facility called Chronotech discovered a way to warp transport vehicles through time and thus started doing time tours. Inside the Dino Institute, we will find the ride Dinosaur. In this attraction, we will board vehicles called time rovers and are taken on a turbulent journey through the Cretaceous period, featuring prehistoric scenes populated with audio animatronic dinosaurs. Originally named Countdown to Extinction, the ride's name is later changed to Dinosaur on May 1, 2000 to promote the Disney animated film of the same name. Though the attraction and film's narratives do not merge beyond the use of the asteroid impact in the storyline, the film and ride were produced at the same time, and this influenced many of the species selected for use in the attraction. In the pre-show, Dr. Seeker runs us through our mission. We are told that we will follow a homing signal to the iguanodon. Then he will enlarge the transport field, and boom, we will be back in the present with one additional passenger extra large. And he also tells us not to worry about the asteroid that wipes out most life on Earth. And in Dr. Seeker's own words, you'll be in and out of there before it even breaks the atmosphere. Trust me, what could go wrong? After our turbulent ride through the past, and spoiler alert, narrow escape with Iguanodon, we find ourselves in the Dino Institute gift shop. The walls of this shop are lined with examples of dinosaur fossils, sculptures, and memorabilia. Outside the Dino Institute, we follow a path behind the Cretaceous Trail, which is still currently closed. When open, this trail showcases plant life that dates back to the age, such as ferns and cycads, as well as meet and greets and dinosaur sculptures. The next piece of backstory brings in Chester and Hester, a couple that ran a small gas station in Diggs County before the arrival of scientists studying the dinosaur fossils. When the town began getting more traffic, they converted their gas station into a dinosaur gift shop to attract more tourists. With a very distinct sense of humor, though the Dino Institute has been trying to buy and tear down the shop and the Dino-Rama park built in the shop's parking lot, Chester and Hester's heirs have been determined to keep the business going and offer a silly alternative to the more serious and educational offerings of their neighbors. Inside Chester and Hester's dinosaur treasures, we'll find displays on the floor area for normal Disney park merchandise, but it's the ceiling that we are interested in. Nearly every inch of the ceiling is packed full of dinosaurs and gas station memorabilia. We'll find hanging figurines, hubcaps, pop culture references to dinosaurs, dinosaurs wearing parachutes, wooden skeletons, and even dinosaurs with Mickey ears. And if you're keeping track outside dinosaur treasures, you'll find a hidden Mickey in the pavement. So the two locals, Chester and Hester, were determined to make a quick buck. As we have seen, they converted their gas station into a fossil souvenir shop. Not to be outdone by the Dino Institute, they turned their parking lot into a small amusement park called Chester and Hester's Dino-Rama, featuring their own version of Dinosaur, named Primeval Whirl, Triceratops Spin, and Midway Games. Primeval Whirl opened on March 31st of 2002 and permanently closed in 2020. Was a still wild mouse roller coaster with cars that spun in circles while traveling along the track. Triceratops Spin is a similar ride to the Magic Kingdom's Dumbo. Here you will ride in a Triceratops vehicle that rises and tilts as you spin around a giant top, watching as cartoon-style comets fly past while dinosaurs pop up as you spin around the ride. The rest of Chester and Hester's Dino-Rama consists of fossil fun games, which are midway-style games that you can find in a carnival or on a pier. Games here include Fossil Fuel, Mammoth Marathon, Comet Crasher, Brontoscore. There's also photo opportunities as well as a funhouse mirror. Back near the way we came into DinoLand, we will find the Boneyard, which is the primary dig site of the Dino Institute. In 1947, amateur fossil hunters uncovered the remains of a Tyrannosaurus rex, and work on the site has been ongoing ever since, with the Dino Institute being established in 1949. Most of the findings have been left in place as to better enhance the play elements and are accompanied by signage featuring field notes from Dino Institute's researchers and mischievous students. Specimens found in the Boneyard include the original Tyrannosaurus skeleton discovery marked with vintage signage, and a newer sign to illustrate how our views of dinosaurs have changed. A dinosaur track set of prints from a sauropod, possible evidence of a chase. The entangled skulls of two Triceratops that possibly died in combat with each other. And a pirate radio station called K-Dino, operated by Digger and the Bonehead. And this will conclude our trek through DinoLand USA. Thanks for joining me. This is Brad, and I will see you where our adventures take us next. Until next time, safe travels, everyone.